DJ D, baby.
This is a Mixxboss exclusive.
Hey y'all, this is DJ D. I'm here for Delta Bravo, Exposed Media, Radio 280J, DJ D Radio, Wall to Wall Records, Chicka Jeans, Club World 360 and Mixxbosses Worldwide. Right now though, I wanted to take a moment to talk about an upcoming tour this Saturday night, and that's going to be happening at Enmore Theatre. Made in the 90s with some of the hottest old school artists coming to town. I actually have one of them on the line right now, and that is the lovely Jon B. How are you doing today?
How you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. We do have a few questions for you. I want to get to know a bit more about you and let our listeners know a bit more about you and some of the things that you have coming up. So, first up, how many years have you actually been in the scene?
Well, I've been doing my thing since 1995 is actually when I came out with my record. My first album was entitled Bonafide, and my first song was with an artist named, of course, Babyface, who is, of course, renowned for his writing and producing skills, but he lent his vocals on the song, and he was someone I was definitely influenced by at a young age. So coming out with my first song, Someone to Love, Grammy nominated with Babyface, that was how I entered the scene, and that was pretty heavy for me to come out in 95, but still be here, loving the music and just putting out albums. I'm on my 7th album now in 2012, and it's just a good thing to be still in the game, still loving it, and still having people loving it with me.
Definitely, and we are, and we're definitely looking forward to having you down this weekend too. It's going to be a great show.
Yes, it is, absolutely. I'm excited to come to Australia, and it's been my, it's going to be my first official time coming down there to rock out, and I'm excited.
Definitely looking forward to that. Okay, so I mean, in all that time, because that's obviously a pretty good run. Do you think your style has changed much over the years?
Oh, I definitely think my musical style has changed, and it will always change. I mean, there's just new tricks you learn. There's new styles that I adopt. There's new personalities that I feel become my own. And personality in the track, and also vocally, I think I grow as well. And so, every year, every album, if I must kind of put it into an album kind of context. The album is the best way to see how much I've grown. Each album is a great way to show people, look, this is the beginning stage, 1995. Then in 96, I come out with, Are You Still Down, and with Tupac, and They Don't Know, Don't Listen to What People Say, that record, that was really my biggest record, But then to be able to have another album, Places You Like, that had Don't Talk, which is a club record that I produced and wrote myself, and to have people respond to that, which was not about it. It was a club record. So show the versatility and just the fact that I love this music and I'm able to do it myself. I'm a self-contained situation, self-propelled, It's just a matter of really, I think, people getting the ability to hear it. DJs that support my music, I gotta love the fact that DJs have held me down all these years and just made my music really classic in the R&B realm. So
definitely, and I love that we can still play tracks like Don't Talk in the club and they still go off. So thank you for giving us such great material. It's fantastic. We love it. I actually did have another question relating to the track that you just mentioned that you did with Tupac, and this one comes from DJ Leash from the Mixxbosses crew.
Okay.
She actually wanted to know, how did you get the opportunity to work with Tupac on that track?
Well, Tupac actually was a friend of a friend, and he called me at my house the day that he was shooting the How Do You Want It video for his song How Do You Want It. And that Casey and JoJo were featured on the record. It was produced by my homie Johnny J, rest in peace, that is also the producer of Are You Still Down, the track we did together. He was there, and I remember just being invited down to that video shoot and just hitting it off with Pac, man, meeting him and just being like, hey, man, you got to hear these beats, and just, I'm coming on all kinds of crazy And he's like, man, are you kidding me? I know your music. I'm a fan already, you know? Like, he had my CD in his Bentley, you know? it was wild. Like,
that is so cool.
Yeah. I was tripping when I came to the studio and saw the Bentley outside and, you know, the Jon B CD sitting there right in the front seat, like all out in the open. And then when I came into the studio to work with him, Tupac was so adamant about letting all the homies, if you were going to chill in the session, you know, like he was just adamant, like, this is, you know who that is in the booth, man? You know who that is? Like, you know, he made sure everybody, like, knew that I was, you know, there, and, you know, he just had a lot of respect for me, and the mutual, you know, the respect was mutual. It was just a great time, and man, you know, I left probably like 3:30 that morning, you know, in the morning that night, you know, and I had been there all day long building with him, you know. It just took that, you know, really that it was just like really half a day it took to make that record and write it and record it.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, but 2 weeks later he passed on, and you know,
wow.
It was a bittersweet experience, of course, for me. You know, it was like something that's surreal for me now, looking back. But the music it says it all. Just, you know, something that I live on through my shows, and you know, it's just been such a blessing to me.
I was going to say, definitely a blessed opportunity to be able to do that just before his passing.
Oh yes. You know, as well as, you know, I do believe we're honoring Heavy D at the show that we're doing,
yes.
You know, in memorial to him. I was absolutely, you know, a Heavy D fan, and, you know, speaking of, you know, the brothers that passed on, you know, Heavy D, I got to chill with him, you know, not even a year ago, you know. I mean, well, a year because right before his passing, basically, in London, me, Joe, R&B singer Joe, we're doing a show together, and it just so happened that Heavy D was staying in the same hotel as us, and we were all, you know, sitting at the bar, just having a drink, and we got a chance to just chop it up and show love for each other, man. And
that's awesome.
You know, and so I'm very privileged to have said that I got to spend that you know, those last moments with Heavy D as well. And it just so happens, you know, that's just how it goes, man. In life, you just got to be grateful for those moments, and you know, to be able to commemorate it with a song like "Are You Still Down," man, that's pretty heavy, man. You know, like,
exactly.
I can only just be grateful for just that itself, you know, and just ride on, do that in every show. You know, I'm rocking that at every show, of course, you know. So you can count on hearing that at the shows out there. You know,
that's going to be awesome.